Have you ever wondered about the worst year in human history? A year where the sun dimmed, harvests vanished, empires trembled, and plagues decimated cities? Today, we're time-traveling back over a millennium to uncover the chilling mysteries of 536 CE, the year the world almost ended. Strap in, because this journey through history is one you won't forget. Be sure to share this story with your friends, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more fascinating videos. And now, on History's Untold, unveiling 536, humanity's darkest year. Often, history classes and texts regale us with stories of great battles, monumental discoveries, or significant political changes. Yet, it is rare to zoom in on a single year as a defining moment in human history. In that regard, the year 536 CE stands out as an exception, widely regarded as the worst year to be alive. The events of that year were not just a series of unfortunate happenings, but a calamitous amalgamation that profoundly shaped civilizations. Let's delve into the main complexities and ripple effects of that fateful year. The fog that shrouded the sun. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing the sky had changed. The sun, usually a bright ball of hope and life, is now dim, barely able to pierce through a thick, mysterious fog that seems to have engulfed the world. This was not the plot of a dystopian novel. It was the reality for millions of people in 536 CE. This fog was likely caused by a colossal volcanic eruption, with candidates including the Ilopango volcano in El Salvador. Modern scientific techniques like ice core sampling have detected elevated levels of sulfate and volcanic ash corresponding to this period. The aerosols released into the atmosphere blocked sunlight to an extent that the global temperature dropped by about 1.5 to 2.5 degrees Celsius. This volcanic winter triggered a chain of events that would spell disaster on an unprecedented scale. A harvest of despair, famine. With the sun veiled and temperatures plummeting, the natural course of life took a hit. Crops that were once bountiful struggled to even sprout, leading to what can only be termed as a catastrophic failure of agriculture. Historical texts from Ireland to China mention poor harvests and the sky's strange behavior, underscoring the global nature of this calamity. Farmers watched in despair as their fields yielded nothing but disappointment. Livestock, another cornerstone of ancient economies, did not fare any better. A lack of fodder coupled with colder temperatures led to malnutrition and widespread animal deaths. Famine was not just an isolated event, but a chronic condition that stretched across continents, sapping life and vitality from already struggling communities. Domino effect, economic collapse. As if a direct assault on the food supply wasn't enough, the next casualty was the economy. The Byzantine Empire, a behemoth of commerce and military might, saw its financial foundations crumble. Agricultural revenue was a significant income source for the empire, and the failing crops meant a drastic reduction in tax collections and trade surpluses. The empire's financial decline had a ripple effect. Trade partners and neighboring regions also experienced economic downturns. Money may not buy happiness, but the lack of it certainly compounds misery, and so it did in this year. The scourge of the plague. Human resilience has often been tested, but a weakened populace facing a series of unending crises was the perfect ground zero for yet another disaster. The Plague of Justinian. This bubonic plague emerged in 541-542 CE, but its roots can be traced back to the compromised immunity and poor living conditions caused by the events of 536. Originating in Asia, the plague reached the shores of the Byzantine Empire, impacting its capital, Constantinople, before sweeping across the empire. Estimates suggest that up to 50 million people perished. Cities turned into graveyards, and thriving communities became ghost towns, the air heavy not just with volcanic ash, but also with the scent of death. Political and social unrest, a cauldron of chaos. Food scarcity, economic instability, and a massive health crisis were each individually capable of causing social unrest. Combined, they formed a lethal concoction of public dissatisfaction and disillusionment. The existing governing bodies found it nearly impossible to manage the crises effectively. In the Byzantine Empire, a series of ineffectual leaders and failed military campaigns only added fuel to the fire. People lost faith in institutions, leading to social discord and even rebellion. The psychological toll, an apocalyptic vision. In an era without scientific explanations for these catastrophic events, many saw these as signs of divine displeasure or even the end times. The psychological impact cannot be underestimated. The continued state of crises likely led to a sharp rise in anxiety and other mental health issues, even if they were not clinically diagnosed as such by contemporary standards. A sky that stayed dark for over a year was a daily, grim reminder that the world had irrevocably changed. The fall of an empire and the rise of uncertainty. The Byzantine Empire was already navigating turbulent waters before 536, but the cascade of calamities served as a catalyst for its decline. Territories were lost, and what remained was a shell of its former self. Although it would survive for many more centuries, the events of this dreadful year played a pivotal role in shaping its trajectory. And so, the year 536 CE is not just a dark chapter in human history, but a lesson in the interconnectedness of natural events, economics, public health, and social stability. In retrospect, we can say that humanity did recover. New empires rose, sciences advanced, and cultures flourished. However, the events of 536 serve as a grim reminder and a case study of how multiple global crises can occur simultaneously, leaving an indelible imprint on human history. Just like rings on a tree trunk, the scars of 536 are deeply etched, not just in scholarly texts, but in the collective memory of human resilience and vulnerability. Thanks for tuning in on History's Untold. If you enjoyed today's episode and want to journey further into the fascinating corners of history, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we unearth another incredible story. Until next time, keep questioning and keep exploring, because history is filled with stories that are just waiting to be told. See you in the next episode.